presentation. And so for the climate change in the water sector, I'm going to be introducing one of our own from Unify. We call him, some call him Big Brother. As for me, I call him the only Iraqi I know. So this morning, join your hands together as I welcome on stage a PhD student in hydrology, Peshang. You can see the suit. Boy, this is beautiful. All right, so the next speaker for the day is no other than Peshang Hama, and he will be talking on climate change in the water sector. He is currently a graduate student focusing in the field of environmental sciences, majoring in hydrology. He's an advocate of the people. He is from Kurdistan region, Iraq. Please help me welcome Peshang Hassan. You have 5 minutes.
Thank you. Does it work? Okay. I'm going to talk from that side. Okay, everyone is talking from that side. The last person. Do you hear me clearly? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Do you know what this picture is? It's not just an earth. It's the first picture of the fully illuminated earth that you can see in the humankind. This picture was taken in Apollo 17 mission back in 1972. The first picture that we see the whole earth fully illuminated. Who knows what is it called? Come on. It's called the blue marble. Okay? This is earth. This is where we live. This is our home. Okay. Simply, what's climate change and what's global warming? Okay? We get radiation from sun. Okay? We get warm, and the radiation hits Earth in the form of the light waves. And most of the radiation is absorbed by Earth, so luckily now we are warm. And we have some albedo thing in physics, which is called the transfer, the reflection of the light. And yeah, so some of the energy goes out from the Earth to the universe, to the atmosphere. But we have some particles in the air, some of the particles which, okay, it has to be like that. So some particles are just blocking those radiation, and the radiation comes back to the Earth. But this is very good because it keeps the Earth warm, so that we can live in it. But where is the problem? So what is blocking this, the radiation? It's what we call the greenhouse gases. Some gases which block the Earth to go down outside the atmosphere. But when the number of the greenhouse gas exceeds, most of the energy radiates back to the Earth, and this makes the Earth warmer. So now we are issuing 162 million tons of CO2 to the atmosphere. 162 million tons of CO2 to the atmosphere. What's atmosphere? Atmosphere is this tiny blue shell that you can see. If you drive by car to the atmosphere, it will take you 7 minutes. So it's not that far. But we spew 162 million tons of CO2. What's greenhouse gas? Okay, it's the gases that we use in our normal daily life. Coal mines, burnings, forest burn, land transport, okay? And then the biggest force of the global warming is fossil fuel. And as you can see from the graph, the usage of fossil fuel increases dramatically. So the energy that's trapped in the atmosphere is equivalent to 1,600,000 atomic bombs like Hiroshima. And this makes the Earth warmer. As you can see that Earth becomes warmer and warmer according to the graphs. And 20 over 21 years in the history of humankind, we have the 21st century the hottest. Why? Because the graph increases. Because we use more fossil fuel. And the biggest fifth hottest years are the last fifth hottest years. So we have problem. And the records showing that everywhere in the corner of this universe is becoming hot. It's becoming warm. We have in the Pacific, we have Australia, which is becoming really hot day by day, year by year. Only 7% of the heat is hitting the land. So when we talk about global warming, 93% of this warming hits the oceans. And this makes the global ocean heat content increase, which Professor Johan talked about it. We have real serious problems in the oceans. And normally, when you have problem in the oceans, what will happen? We have a hydrological cycle, evaporation, then precipitation, then we have rainfall. But if we have problem in the oceans, what will be the rainfall? Cyclone, typhoon, like the one that hit India last year. And we will have this. Just take a look at it. We prevent water to go to our house, but water comes out from the houses. This is India. I'm going to show you live pictures of what you have. I have chosen the slides carefully according to the delegates here. We have the cyclones that hit. We have cyclones hit Thailand, flooded more than 70,000. We have Manila in the Philippines. This is last year, July. 15,000 people were evacuated due to a typhoon. This is not a joke. So Pope Francis has a very, very powerful word, saying that the gravest effect of all attacks of the environment are suffered by the poorest. Okay, so the poor people are. So the team is flying that the time is up. So the floods are more faster, 15 times than what was before. And we have anomalies, which is very normal. Okay, I'm just going to pass the slides to an important slide. Okay. Do you know what is this? This is called a rain bomb. A rain bomb. That happens when it hits a city, it will directly finish. I will finish in 1 minute. That was Metro of New York, while the metro was still working. So those things are real now, but in the real future, if you don't act, it will be reality. This is Indonesia, we have China, this is Australia, South Africa we have. So extreme events everywhere. Just I want to talk to you about this and I will finish it. When the oceans, we have acidifications and we have typhoons and floods in the oceans, in the places which we don't have ocean, like Iraq, like my country, what we will have? The moisture in the land will be taken out. So we will have drought. This is America's biggest thing. Mexico lose 50% of its drinking water. This will be my last slide to you. This is Lake Urmia in Iran, okay? Just look at how the lake drawn down. This is drinking water. Yesterday, we came back from Kalangaman. There wasn't fresh water there. So it was my first time that I don't have fresh water. I was really devastated to get some bottle of water. So we will not have waters. I want you to be panic. Yes, I want you to be panic. Why? Because we have a problem. And we need to address it to the authorities. We need to act. We need to act now. That's why our slogan is that let our actions flow for tomorrow and let's unify for water and climate. Thank you so much.
A round of applause for Peshang.